brothers and sisters all over the world. Kakas and dadas and kakas all over the world. Habari za Sabui, Habari za Mchana, Habari za Jioni, brothers and sisters all over the world. And yes, I'm talking to each and every one of you all over the world. The name of this channel is The African Times, and I'm Thomas. All right, everybody, in case you're new to this channel, I'm here in Africa, and I'm talking to you about things that affect you, affect your life, the lives of our children, the lives of our children's children and our posterity. Those things that will help us understand the world that we're living in and how that world and the actions taken in that world affect us in our lives. Economically, it's important to understand how economics impacts each and every one of us every day and affects the future of our children. So we also show you what life is like living here on the continent. I'm from America, and I'm here in the motherland. And so we give you an idea of what it's like. But during the course of time, that's why it's called The African Times, us people that look like you and me, we are involved in a world where there are those individuals, the W's, people who call themselves the West. That group of individuals largely made up of Europeans and others, Americans, Canadians, Australians, French, Portuguese, Belgians, Spanish, Italians, Germans, just to name a few. Japanese, not the individual people, but not the citizens, although many of them too who have been confused, misled to have a certain attitude towards people that look like me and you, but more so the leaders of those countries, those groups, those clans, those tribes. Those people impact our lives, and some of us become victims of the confusion and become misled and then start to imitate the identity of these people. And when we imitate the identity of these people, we act as agents for those people. And you hear that term thrown around quite a bit, agents. Well, you can be an agent and not know you're being an agent. So let me kind of get to it. I talked to you many times about our good brother Grandmaster Jay. For those of you who don't know, Grandmaster Jay is a black hero, a leader of men and women, a man alive today who has changed the history of the world and is still alive and here today among us. Well, while he's done all of these wonderful good things by himself and also through the creation of a coalition called Nfac. This coalition, Nfac, a coalition of men and women who look like me and you, heroes, heroines, people who've had the courage to step up and speak out and act on behalf of people that look like me and you, our children, our women, our families, to be heroes to protect us, to protect our future and try to make sure that our future is safe. These individuals have found themselves under attack by people that look like me and you. Foolish people. So here, I'm going to put out a video. It happened some time ago, so I'm putting it out now. I didn't get a chance to put it out because I was dealing with some things here uh, that occupied my time and prevented me from putting it out, but I'm going to put it out now anyway. So listen, all of you people right now, you hear currently, I'm speaking to you diplomatically and politically correct, socially, but what you're about to hear, you're being warned and advised. The language I'm about to use, if you don't want to hear that language, you need to turn the video off. I'm going to express to you thoughts and opinions about someone commenting about Grandmaster Jay and Nfac in such a way that is harmful to both Grandmaster Jay, Dr. John F. Johnson. His name is Dr. John F. Johnson. Dr. John F. Johnson. Many of you may know him as Grandmaster Jay. And Nfac, the brothers and sisters who are heroes and heroines who protect us. This YouTuber who made these disparaging comments about these heroes, these noble men and women standing up for our behalf, his brother. His name is GOBLACK2AFRICA. He made very disrespectful comments about these heroes. So I'm going to read to you now the comments he made. And it's on YouTube. Unless he's taken it down. I don't have the link, and I didn't play it. The reason I'm not playing it is because I'm not really clear on the usage of other people's videos, so I try not to do that. And I don't even really like calling individuals out. But let me explain to you why I'm calling this brother out and others like him. Because he had no problem at all throwing out the names of Nfac, talking about their leader. He had no concern about the damage that he was doing to these people, to their reputations, carelessly and recklessly making statements misleading the public about these individuals. And that becomes a danger to you, your children, your elders, people that look like me and you. That's a danger to us, because these great men and women who are standing up to protect you, your children, your children's children, your elders, and those who are victims of the horrendous atrocities committed upon black people, people that look like you and me. He spoke against these people who are standing up to protect us. I told you all to look up Nfac so that you understand who these people are. You need to do that. So let me tell you what this brother said. Okay? So here's what this brother said. Where are you? I see you black shirts. I see you purple shirts. I see you captains. I see you bishops. Bishops. What's going to happen? Leadership falls. Now, what's going to happen? There's some things in there that I couldn't really understand, so that part was inaudible. So I'm back to telling you what he said. Leadership falls. This is him, not me. It's him talking. I'm speaking to those brothers and sisters out there that's in this movement. I'm asking you the question. When the torch falls, who picks it up? Who's the next man in line? Who's the next one to move it forward? When they come after you, what's going to happen? You see, when I was in the military, 20 years, we were taught when you're on the battlefield, when the flag drops, somebody has to pick it up and move it forward. You know, Many, and then there's something inaudible. I can't understand it. So remember, this is paraphrasing. This is just giving you what I could understand from the video, what I could hear clearly. You can look at the video yourself so you can hear all of it, but these are the words that I was able to pick out clearly. So continuing, many inaudible groups came out here. Many people know how to establish movements to wake the people up. Now, this is the part he said that kind of gets me here. First, that other part, that's bad too. But here's the part that gets me. Now, this is back to him. Where is Nfac at? Their leader fell. They arrested him, threw him in jail. Here's another part, bothers me very badly. All those brothers and sisters who had weapons, arsenals, where are they? They fell apart, standing on the shoulders of one man. Now here you go. Here's where one of the reasons I had to come out and talk to you about this. Now here's the other part. How ignorant and cowardly the people could be. Let me read that to you again, so you understand. Again, this is him now. Where is Nfac at? Their leader fell. They arrested him, threw him in jail. All those brothers and sisters who had weapons, arsenals, where are they? They fell apart. Standing on the shoulders of one man. How ignorant and cowardly the people could be. Where are they? Where they at? The Black Panther Party, removing the leaderships, then all of a sudden the whole thing dismantled. Where was the people at, standing on one man's shoulders? Okay. All right. This is what he said. Those are his words, not mine. Now, I just told you in the beginning, there are a group of people who don't look like me and you, and they are acting against us, clearly and obviously. Histories of it. The 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, and the 2020s. Grandmaster J, Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, stood up, along with all the brave brothers and sisters of Nfac, to speak out against the hostile and violent treatment against us. And this is what this brother brung out of his mouth. Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson didn't fall. The only thing he got right is he was arrested. He's a political prisoner. He was attacked, just like so many of our brave heroes who stood up on our behalf. So he didn't fall. And then to call these people ignorant? Ignorant of what? What are they ignoring? No, they weren't ignoring anything. What they were doing is actually understanding and recognizing the situation we're in, and then they did something about it. So, the brave brothers and sisters of Nfac, no ignorance, no cowardice. Dr. John Fitzgerald Johnson, Grandmaster J, didn't fall. So I'm not going to hold you up. Now let me play the rest of this video. And again, I apologize for the delay in getting this video out. And I'm going to tell you again right now, stop listening. If you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear the language, the subject matter, the content, I'm warning you now, it's not for you. It's not for you. And all of the men, I'm speaking to you, the men who look like me, you gotta have courage. courage to listen and talk about these things. You need to do that anyway. So I'm not going to wait any long. I'll play this video, and then I got some other information I'm going to share with you today. There's a very important live video coming out. You all need to tune in. I'll give you information about that later. Okay. I'll see you at the end of this video. Yeah, I had to just come back in here. This is being inserted because I was able to find the clip. And every time I think about it, I can't even sleep thinking about what I'm hearing. Hold on. Let me let you hear this. You can hear it for yourself. But here's the part that gets me. Now, this is back to him. Where is Nfac at? Their leader fell. They arrested him, threw him in jail. Here's another part. Bothers me very badly. All those brothers and sisters who had weapons, arsenals, where are they? They fell apart, standing on the shoulders of one man. Now here you go. Here's where one of the reasons I had to come out and talk to you about this. Now here's the other part. How ignorant and cowardly the people could be. Let me read that to you again, so you understand. Again, this is him now. Where is Nfac at? Their leader fell. They arrested him, threw him in jail. All those brothers and sisters who had weapons, arsenals, where are they? They fell apart. They fell apart. Standing on the shoulders of one man. How ignorant and cowardly the people could be. Where are they? Where they at? He said, ignorant and cowardly? Now, what the fuck you talking about, dude? I want you to hear what this brother said. He said, ignorant and cowardly? What the fuck you talking about? Every man and woman, every brother and every sister who put that black shirt on, them black pants and that black boot, ain't no bitch in none of them, brother. Do you understand? Heroes. Courageous. You said you served 20 years. You coward. Let me tell you something. You didn't serve black men and women. Pussy ass bitch. You didn't serve black men and women. No, you served W interests. That's what you did. Everybody who does that, who goes in, that's your purpose. You're an instrument, a tool for them. And you gonna brag about that as a badge of honor? People who serve, I have respect for them. No problem at all. None. But when men and women stand up specifically for our children and our babies and our women and our elders, you fucking clown, you shut your goddamn mouth. You keep your mouth shut. If you're not standing a fucking post with a weapon to protect black people. Shut your fucking mouth. Keep it shut. Panty ass wearing bitch. This is incredible. I just can't believe I can't believe what I heard. You owe them people an apology. Every one of those people, all of them, every single one of them. Every single one of them need to get down on your fucking knees and apologize and beg forgiveness. You want to know where they at, motherfucker? They right here. Why the fuck you think you got groups 70 years later? Because they're right here. They didn't go nowhere. You fucking clown. You not even thinking? Where they at? Motherfucker, you saw them walking down the street. Where they at? Where your bitch ass at? You gonna sit there and talk about picking up a motherfucking flag? Bitch, did you pick the flag up? Are you picking it up, motherfucker? Are you organizing 1,500 people? 3,000 people? Are you organizing around the world? And let me tell you something, you fucking clown. No, it's not gonna happen in the dark, motherfucker. Everything ain't getting ready to happen in the dark. The fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nothing happening in the dark that don't come to light, you fucking clown. Running your fucking mouth. A video. Motherfucker, these people coming up here, standing up here, going against a fucking empire. And all of you, listen, first of all, I appreciate the good brothers and sisters who mean well. I had no problem with that. I understand. We're not getting out of this situation without fighting for our freedom. Do you understand? There's no other way to put the shit. Now, no, fucking clown. Nobody's getting ready to just do silly, dumbass shit. No. The man told you. I'm talking about Grandmaster Jay and all the rest of the people that with me understand. This shit is sophisticated. It's complex. Do you think you lack knowledge, motherfucker? You brain dead, running your motherfucking mouth. Let me tell y'all something, everybody, so you understand. Listen carefully. There's a story about a black queen. I think it's Queen Nzinga, but I'm not sure. But there's a story. It's an African queen. She led an army against these motherfuckers in, I think, Portugal. Okay? And she defeated them. But it's a battle, you bitch. The war goes on. The war goes on until there is a decisive victor. The whites, these motherfuckers, have you lost your fucking mind? Do you really think even the war with them, do you think that shit is over, that they've won, and all the rest of you? Listen, understand. Empires rise and fall. It's an ongoing, dynamic, fluid situation, okay? So this queen, they couldn't beat her. But then eventually they overwhelmed her and her forces. So she retreated. Do you understand? Do you know that fucking word you said I did 20 years. You fucking clown, she retreated. She went back, hid off into the jungle. The people, the people, she couldn't tell them where she was. She couldn't tell them even what her strategy was. She had a fucking strategy, clown. And when she returned, she shocked her own people because they thought that maybe she had given up. And then she came and conquered and defeated those invaders. This is the same lady that you may recall if you got any kind of fucking intelligence at all. She went to meet with these crackers, and they didn't provide her with any seats, so her soldiers bowed down and made a seat for her on their backs. Now this is a story, and the point is not whether it's true or not. The shit don't matter. The point is, retreat, motherfucker. War. Battles. This shit ain't over, motherfuckers, because you don't see them don't mean they're not there, clown ass. Quit running your mouth about shit you don't know. Listen, I told everybody, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, maybe you don't watch me anymore. That's fine too. But it's motherfuckers like this. And like I told y'all in the other part, 3 of you motherfuckers, you know how long I've been looking to find out what video this was? Because I just couldn't believe. What I've been. And now, and don't you ever in your motherfucking life criticize any group, any black people who righteously stand up, putting their lives on the line to protect black women and children. Don't you ever in your mouth don't you ever in your life let that come out of your fucking mouth. You clown, bitch ass, coward ass motherfucker. Were you there? Were you standing a post with a weapon, walking down the street, motherfucker? Were you doing that? Then leave these people alone, man. You got motherfuckers spending the rest of their lives in prison because they stood up for our women and children. You gonna run your fucking scary ass mouth? God. Oh. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm about sick of your motherfucking ass. You and all the rest of you motherfuckers who, you know, let me ask you something. I'm not talking about you people who mean well, because you just maybe, you just don't really know. Now you, I'll give the benefit of the doubt to. And let me just say something else. I'm not speaking on behalf of those courageous brothers and sisters who walk down that street. Nfac and the Supreme Leader Grandmaster Jay, I got mad respect for them. It's just tremendous amount of respect, and I'm speaking for me, motherfucker, to let you know, because they're very courageous people and noble and virtuous and honorable, and they speak, diplomatically as they should. And normally I do too. But it's your bitch ass is why I just can't even believe you would say some shit like that about these heroes. So listen, so that you all know, you don't, as an organization, you don't ever give up, fucking fool. And everybody listen, I leave him, set his silly ass aside for a second. Listen, this situation we're in has been going on for thousands of years. So the shit you see brothers and sisters doing is because thousands of years ago, there were motherfuckers doing it. And we haven't overcome it yet. So all of you talking about what are they going to do? And they need to do something. They are doing something. They've been doing something. They're going to keep doing something. It's never going to stop until the shit is solved. So sit back. If you're not getting ready to do shit, say good shit, positive shit. Donate money, help. And I know a lot of people afraid to donate. A lot of people afraid to stand up and talk because you think, oh, if I say something, they're gonna come after me. Hey, let me tell you something. What's the other alternative? Do nothing. All you, not you good people who mean well. There's nothing wrong. Everybody, you know, something. His brother who said, and I don't think he really minds, but I don't know. And brother, I mean no disrespect, because you helped me a great deal just in listening to you. But something Professor Griff said, I'll never forget it. He said, every blade of grass don't grow the same. He said something like the same speed or the same height. What I'm saying to you is, everybody isn't a lion, and that's okay. But don't be running your mouth against them lions. Them people who standing up, putting their lives on the line. Don't run your mouth against them, brother. Shut your mouth. Sit your ass down someplace and make your little cute videos. Do that shit. Might help somebody. Don't stand in the way of these people who are doing serious man shit. Because you're not doing man shit, brother. You're not doing that. Man shit. Do you understand? Let me tell you something. Our good brother Grandmaster Jay, he didn't fall. He fell. You fucking clown. He didn't fall. These motherfuckers came at him like they do all of them. And all you people who think we're going to have a leaderless revolution, leaderless. He talked about that too. There is no such thing. Listen, I know you mean well. Many of our good sisters. I love you. I love you. I love you. We're all one people. We're all family. And I would protect you and die for you and put my life on the line for you too. We all have to do it. Understand something. And again, I told you, I don't speak for them. I have too much respect to try to put words in their mouths. They're more courageous than me. They're more courageous than you. They were there. Heroes. But what I'm going to tell you is this. This is philosophically speaking. Don't you realize we are all, in fact, whether we fucking like it or not, we are all black people. I don't give a fuck what section you call yourself, you Israelite, Hebrew, this, that, fine. Motherfucker, when they come to hang you, they gonna stop and ask you that? Yeah, they might stop and ask you and then start laughing and put a fucking rope around your neck and hang you. They've been doing it for hundreds of years, and they're not gonna stop it. They don't give a fuck. Educated, not educated, light-skinned, dark-skinned, tall, short, fat, skinny, thin. They don't give a fuck. Light, dark. They don't give a damn. Young, old. You black to them. And for all you people I told you before, we take a snapshot of you coming out of the womb, line you all up on a fucking sheet of paper. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say, oh, you Nigerian. Oh, you fucking Swahili. Oh, you from here. You Ghanaian. Oh, you from America. You from Brazil. They don't see black kids, black babies. But the socialization process, the other thing this silly ass motherfucker don't understand, the people are created. You understand? Created. The socialization process brings you along. And if you're old enough to realize black, colored, Negro, Afro, African American, African, a series of names projected upon us. And then you get into your groups and you do this shit and you do all that. Give a fuck. We have to protect ourselves, all of us. And if we have some fucking sense, we come together and do that. And just in case any of you want, I'm not against anybody. I ain't against this bro. He just don't know no better. He just him and all the rest of them. The problem I'm having is you speaking up against people who putting their lives out on the line for other people. Remember, we all old enough to remember, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing. You don't have anything good to say, don't say anything. In other words, if you don't have anything good to say, shut your fucking mouth. Listen. The W's will never stop. The spirit that you see coming through the good brothers and sisters of Nfac, Grandmaster J, and all of the people who are standing up for black people. But not just, again, I told you, not just standing up, talking, showing up a potential power that can be used to defend yourself. No violence, breaking no laws, but demonstrating that if necessary, we have the capacity to defend ourselves. No hatred, no offensive-minded violence, simply natural instinct within the natural behavior of all beings on the planet when their lives are threatened naturally. For you God people, your God-given instinct to defend yourself. The preservation of your life. This is what we're talking about here. Men, you're supposed to protect your women and your children and your elders. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't have no other reason to be alive. So I'm gonna stop. And I know I told many of you, don't listen. Don't listen. Turn it off. You know, I'm trying to be, I want to do videos, you know, I like it too. But even those videos have to have purpose. And that purpose at its foundation and at its core has to be the preservation of our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children. And for the remainder of our lives, our posterity. And there's nothing wrong with that shit. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But you're going to have some people try to convince you there is, just like I told you. So, Nelson Mandela and Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and, Nat Turner. He wasn't a hero? No, he was a fucking hero. He gave his life up for his people. He knew what was going to happen. What's that brother's name? Xavier Michael Johnson, I think was his name. Cosmo Septempora. Oh, you guys know the people. Look them up. They knew that their actions would lead to their death. They knew that. They came to an understanding of that. That's the kind of courage this clown-ass dude, he don't understand that. And don't be following these people who don't want to tell you the honest God truth and the facts about the world we're living in. It's ridiculous. And we have to put this knowledge in the minds of our children. Do you understand? We have boys who are growing up in this shit every time. 1920, 1840, yeah, it is 1750. It doesn't matter. You see them using a public display of force to show the world and to show us, people that look like me and you, the dangers associated with trying to protect ourselves, trying to remove ourselves from the oppression. That's not going to change. There is no other way to go about it. It is what it is. Let me tell you something. I believe there was one of these emperors, and I'm not saying this to follow these people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the point is clear. Like if somebody makes a good point, you recognize, you understand it, and you try to learn from it, take some value for yourself. When in China they talked about the possibility of having to go to war with the United States, this is in the past. They said, yeah, you have your nuclear weapons, fine. Okay, you have those. You can come and bomb us. You might knock out 300 million of us. You can come and do that. You might do that. That other 700 million, they're going to be on your ass. That was the general point he's making. Every man, woman, and child is going to fight for their freedom, whether they like it or not. And this is what the point I was telling you. We're all connected. We are unified. We're all in America. We're all in Brazil. We're all in Europe. We're all over here in Africa. We're all everywhere. We're together. We're not organized. In America, they let you run your mouth. You don't have a problem with that. They don't have a problem with that. They like that. Keep talking. But when you do something, that's when they're going to have a problem with you. Do something. So, if you feel safe not promoting Nfac, and keep your mouth shut. For me, I'm going to tell you the truth. No, that's good. I'm proud of them brothers and sisters. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And it wasn't just, listen, you're a fool if you think, oh, they just getting us in trouble. Grandmaster Jay even mentioned this in one of the videos. He said, no, you talking about, we gonna get you killed. You gonna get yourself killed. And why would you do that? If you think the answer to them shooting down Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor and Trayvon Martin and George Floyd and the list goes on, and the young boy from the 1920s or 30s or 40s, you could pick any decade you want. You can go back 100 years, the lynchings, to hanging in the trees, to strange fruit. You go back to African people sitting on the continent minding their own business, coming over, somebody come and kill them, the Indians over there, somebody come and kill them over there in Australia, the original people there, the Tanzanians, now the Palestinians and all that. You got 1,000 years, and you think 1,000, 2,000, 6,000. Chancellor Williams said 6,000 years. So you really think that the answer to solving your problems is to, I think this clown ass brother talked about. See, listen, I'm just gonna say this. I love and respect all people. Here's something I used to say to people when I was coming up. I was much younger. I was probably in my 20s, early 20s. And I would tell the people who would come, because they come and they, like here in the continent of Africa, I get asked all the time, so which one, are you Christian or Muslim? The fuck wrong with you? I got two choices. Have you lost your fucking mind? What? You come to ask me, am I this or that? No, I'm black. I'm an African person. That's what I am. This shit, like, look, it's here. It's right here. It's here. I can see it. That's what I am. And they get offended. They look confused. They don't know what to. No, you got to be one or the other. No, I don't, motherfucker. I ain't got to be one or the other. What's wrong with you? Have you lost your fucking mind? Apparently you have. So this brother, I think he said in the video, this spirit war. Okay, listen. I'm not saying I'm against it. Nope, not that. But let me be clear, so that you understand. When they shot Ahmaud Arbery down in the street, was it spiritual? Did he die? Is he here? Can we see him and touch him? That don't have shit to do with spirit, brother. He's dead. And it hurts me. All of them. Because, no, they're not here. A physical, tangible weapon took their life. George Floyd. The white man wasn't praying him to death. That police officer put his knee on his neck. Do you hear the physical, tangible fact? We're not praying this problem away. Nobody's coming from the sky to solve this problem. Now, somebody might come out of a good sister's womb. Might do that. In fact, yeah, brothers are with us every day. And you talk about leaders. Let me make sure you understand. Every one of those brothers and sisters who walk down that street, and not only them, all of them, Black Panthers and, whatever the other groups are, you mentioned a few of them. I'm talking about the ones that carried them weapons. And maybe some of them, they marched, they had weapons, they didn't display them. And that's fine. There has to be a display, brother. That's why nations do that. They display. Snakes. Rattlesnake, you come near it, he's letting you know. Shh. He's letting you know. Hey, get back. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. And if you go your way, snake's not going to bite you. No offensive. Remember? Oh, Department of Defense, Defense Ministry, Defense. Thousands of years. We're not praying this shit away. We're not talking this shit away. And you proud patriots, because you served. You served them, that's good. Congratulations. Black patriots, though. Show that patriotism, loyalty, and honor and integrity to our black children. There's nothing wrong with that. And listen carefully. I didn't say be against no other group of people. I didn't say that. I said love, honor, and respect, and show loyalty and patriotism and courage to black people. Why is that wrong? Why is that wrong? It's not wrong for anybody else, so why would it be wrong for us? Yeah, I get. I just keep your mouth quiet. Don't talk about what you don't know. You didn't mention any facts in that shit. Nothing. Not one. Because you don't know. You talking to nobody. Ain't nobody talking to you, telling you their fucking plans. Because if they did, then you wouldn't be running your mouth like that. All you brothers and sisters, I'm going to end it here like this. All you brothers and sisters. Yep. First, Mimi, Grandmaster J, thank you, brother. All the brothers and sisters of Nfac, the brothers who came out and again spoke. I'm not speaking for them. I respect them. I would never disrespect them like that. These are my views and my opinions. But, Brother Bishop, thank you, brother, for your courage. And I'm sorry that you even had to come out there. And Corporal, sorry that you even had to come out, this brother. And all the other people, many of which who mean well, to all of you, I'm not against you. I appreciate you. Please remember, the brothers and sisters are putting their lives out on the line. They have families. They have children, wives. They have careers. Before they walked down that street, they already knew. They already knew what they were up against. And at some point, we as people are going to have to accept the reality that we're going to have to deal with this problem. Because when we have someone who naturally organizes something, we will have to protect that person and do all that we can to protect that person and those people. You understand? It's not going to change. Listen carefully. You just look around you. When they call themselves dignitaries, when they go from state to state, nation to nation, but they take a security detail. They take a group. They're protecting their people. And understand, just because one person you don't see them, that doesn't mean something failed. Stop saying that. Do some thinking. Listen, all of you people who believe in this political theater that takes place every 4 years in the United States, where, there's a change of power. Oh, this person's president. Okay, now we're peacefully changing power from this person to this person. You believe that? Okay. So that one leader, he left 4 years, 8 years. Oh, they're putting this other leader in, somebody totally different. Really? So for 1776, 300 years, 200 years, 1976, 250 years, whatever it is, you really think that there's been a change of power with each group? You believe that? You believe that? Okay. Have you looked at the voting records of these people? When it's time to bomb somebody, haven't you noticed? I've told you in previous videos, haven't you noticed that whenever it's time to bomb somebody, they're all voting together? Most of the time it's all of them, maybe 5, 6 people abstaining or not voting or being against it or whatever. But they all vote together. Now, there are times also where they go, okay, well, the majority, we had to do it. I didn't agree with it, but we had to do it because we didn't get enough votes to change. So that means you go bomb somebody. You go do that. Now, when you do that, aren't you seeing, I don't care if it's 500 people that say, yes, let's go bomb them, or if it's just enough to make the majority to go bomb them. It's still what? Going to bomb them. Do you understand? You cannot allow yourself to fall victim to rhetoric, words that mean nothing when the actions and the deeds. And for all you people talking about, brother failed, he didn't fail. What are you talking about? Fail? That is tremendously successful. The fact that we're talking about it right now, don't you understand what that means? That means history has been altered in a positive way. You want your little boys prepared to deal with what they need to deal with. See, the white people, they know that. That's why they come after the person. The person. And when they come after that person, you talking about people because they stand up to support them, that they're ignorant and oh my God, ignorant and cowardly. Ignorant and cowardly is going to serve for white people in their military and being unwilling to put your life on the line for your people. That's ignorant and cowardly. You understand? That's ignorant and cowardly. And then to brag about your ignorance and Cowardice? No, brother, you got some learning to do. And I know that it's not going to matter because your ignorance will not allow you to even comprehend what has been said to you and what needs to happen. False bravado, arrogance, the very things that they use to teach you to be against your own people. Yeah, yeah, it's a shame. So, okay, everybody, yeah, remember, no, just because someone, you don't see them, doesn't mean that everything that was taking place is over. Remember, just take your own gut. You live in the United States. We are citizens, what have you. You think before they go to war over in Iraq or in the Middle East or in Afghanistan or wherever they go, Vietnam, Korea, wherever they go, Syria, wherever, you think they just show up the next day? No, they had to spend months and years organizing themselves, getting everything ready, making sure they have all the pieces and the puzzles in place. Then they show themselves. Looks like they just, we just, no. They planned it all. Sometimes 20, 30, 40 years ago. Go look up Pivot to China. I think that might have been Obama. And when I say Obama, don't know it's not him as an individual. You fools if you believe that. No, this is that group, that political organization. We're going to pivot to China. Means they're going to direct their focus, their resources, their approach, their ideology towards the Chinese group. You understand? And lastly, I know I told you, but it's they bombed our economic establishments. They bombed them in America, disrupted them, created instability, so that you can maintain poverty. Because when people aren't comfortable, they can't focus on the activities that are required to build. Well, that's going to continue to happen until there is a group, an organization of men and women dedicated and committed to doing those things that are necessary to prevent the destruction of their prosperity. And if you think what I'm saying is wrong and scary, you're missing the whole point of all of that history they gave you about their revolution, independence. Remember 1776? They're all patriots, heroes. Now, that's their perspective. At that time, Britain, they were terrorists. They were very bad people, very bad people who needed to be destroyed, killed. So understand those things. Again, brothers and sisters. Uhuru. Uhuru. Uhuru.